Bonjour. Okay, group 7. If you know, you know. Today's message is going to be for group 7. What is the message that you need to hear today? Also, the channeled song, well, there was two. One was called, wow, it just left my mind. Okay, well, we'll forget about that one. The other song was Fire Away by, is it Niall or Neil from One Direction? Yeah, that song's called Fire Away. So that's the collective song. That's the channeled song for this message. So listen to those lyrics and see if that resonates with you in some way. So group 7, let's get into it. What is your message for today, please? What is the message for group 7 today, please? What do they need to hear? Message for group 7, please. Oh, wow. Straight out the gate, 4 of Wands, guys. Celebration, gatherings, parties. Good day to be group 7. Harmony, joy, homecoming, wedding, marriage, community, stability, domestic happiness. And then we've got death. So that's endings bring new beginnings, change, transformation, transition, metamorphosis, letting go, release, and end of a cycle. So this already feels like whether it's been a tough period of time for you or not, there is a cycle that's closing out that is being welcomed in by some new fun celebration, social events. I mean, we are going into festive season pretty soon, so that would make sense that there's going to be a lot of social events going on, spending time with friends, spending time with family, perhaps traveling. Maybe you have a wedding coming up soon that you're attending. Either that or something very exciting is about to happen for you where that's concerned. Perhaps maybe a proposal or something around a partnership where perhaps the end of a tough cycle is closing and you're about to begin a new cycle, whether you're meeting someone else, someone new, and closing out an old chapter with a past person, or the person you're currently with is about to make some kind of bold statement towards you. I think it's someone new coming in. I think the closing of the chapter is you releasing an old connection because you've got someone new coming in. This is the Knight of Wands. Energetic, passion, desire. They could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. Could just be someone that perhaps as well, I just heard that whoever you're closing out an old cycle with, it's almost like you'd forgotten how it feels to have butterflies for someone or have someone be excited about you. And this person represents that, someone that's really passionate about you, that loves adventure, wants to have an adventure with you, but someone who's very charming and sexy and they're motivated towards you. Someone that is fearless in the sense of they're not ashamed to express how into you they are, kind of thing. And I think with this past connection, that had sort of died down. You'd forgotten what it felt like to be desired or wanted by someone, and there is new excitement coming in with this new person. And I just heard as well, you might meet this person at some kind of celebration, whether it's a wedding, a party, some kind of festive, like say a work, like a Christmas party with work or something like that. I think you're going to meet this person when you're out and about. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune under the 4 of Wands. Luck is turning in your favor here. So while you're closing out an old chapter with an old connection, you're about to start a new cycle and someone new is about to enter. And this is a turning point in your life. But this change was fated. So even if right now closing out the old connection feels sad and causing heaviness, there is no reason to feel heavy because there is so much excitement coming here. I'm almost hearing like a serendipitous movie. Have you seen the movie Serendipity? It's kind of like that. You're about to meet someone and it was fated, and everything that's happened has been divinely orchestrated that way for fate's basically lined this up for you to meet this person at this specific time. And I don't think it's something you could have predicted, especially if you're closing out an old connection. All right, Death. So you've been manifesting this. It could even be, I'm seeing someone asking the universe or talking to their ancestors, saying, spirit guides, angels, if this person is not for me, if they're not for my future, please bring in the person that is. And you are manifesting this new beginning with someone new. It's almost like you have desired this chapter to be closed for a while, but it's one of those things where it's like, it can be hard to let go, especially if you've been in another connection for a long time and you've gotten used to things the way they are. But again, because this new person's going to come in and really make you realize, I am desirable, I am wanted, you're going to realize why things had to end before anyway. But this, I think, is going to boost your confidence greatly. Knight of Wands. The World. This is a very powerful spread, Group 7. You are completing this old chapter. You've literally got Death and then the World. This is a travel card as well, so you could be traveling, but I think this is a very this is a turning point in your life where you are letting go of the old and you're about to start a new cycle. It's like that chapter of your life's completed now, and there is something new and exciting arriving that is destined for you. Ace of Cups. I was right. A new love is coming in. You're about to meet someone new, someone that really sparks that creativity in you maybe, but this is a brand new beginning. And I think your intuition's going to tell you that this feels right. You're going to have all these new feelings come rushing in that have probably laid dormant for a long time because you've been in this old connection, but it's going to bring you so much happiness, and it's going to be full of just love and compassion, and you're going to feel fulfilled by this connection. Do you know what's funny too is all the Group 7 videos I've seen, they're always so positive. And it's funny because looking at this, it's so positive, and I just feel like Group 7 as a collective are just such a positive group and has such a strong mind and are very creative. It's a very, I mean, I've never seen any videos from any of the other groups. I only get Group 7 videos, so I have no idea what the other groups are like. All I know is that all the Group 7 videos I get are so positive. Okay. So let's get into this energy, this Knight of Wands that's around you. This new connection. Can we get some more information on this, please? What is this energy? Someone is still figuring themselves out, but I think that's you, because especially currently, your current energy is closing out a chapter from an old connection that you had. So at the moment you're going, I don't think this new person has entered your life yet. I think this is what's going to come in and change everything up for you. It's like you're in this stage of wondering what's next. Communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. If this is the energy around you, it could be that the person that you're currently disconnecting from is, that might be why you're trying to figure yourself out, because I think that this connection that you're closing out now, it's one of those things where you guys are still kind of trying to decide whether to try one more time, that kind of thing. You're talking it out, and it's like you're both not wanting to let go of it yet, but this is about to be closed out. It's almost as if you guys are going to reach this conclusion that this has reached its end and that you're not going to try again, and this is a conversation that needs to be had. Working it out, as in you both are going to work out that like this connection has run its course and it's time to move on. Either that, or you do work it out with this person, and then when you are trying to work it at this connection again, you're both going to realize that it's dead in the water kind of thing. There's nothing left to really rebuild. Give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So this is something that needs time to settle and really close out properly. But as well, I'm hearing that the ending of this might feel confusing and scary right now, but in time you're going to see why it had to happen, because you've got something new coming. It's almost going to be like this middle limbo time between things closing out with this old connection before this new person comes in, this like settling period. So it could be like over the next month is a real kind of adjustment period between the ending of this, and then by December, when your social life really starts to pick up because of the festive season, end of year celebrations, that kind of thing, that's when this new person enters. Honeymoon, attending someone's wedding, and I said that with the first card that came out, Four of Wands. You might be attending someone's wedding, and that might be where you meet this new person. And for that to confirm someone is still figuring themselves out, I think initially you're going to be confused by these feelings you have for this new person, because you will have only just recently closed things out with someone old, so you'll be confused about these feelings, but at the same time it will feel exciting, because this is about a honeymoon phase. This is that excitement of a new relationship. Communicate. Guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. So you could have gone through a loss recently in your family or a friend, but either way, your angels are guiding you through this period of time, and they do have something lined up for you that is going to make you very happy. It's nice. Liar, be careful if someone's sneaky. So I feel as though, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. I feel like that could be the person that you're trying to close this connection with currently. So you might find as well that this person might try to come back wanting to work things out with you when they can sense that your energy's gone because you've met someone new. So when you really pull your energy back and they can't feel you anymore and they're not hearing from you at all, they might try to come back in and sort of manipulate you into wanting to work it out with them. So be aware of that, be careful of that, because it's just because they feel they're losing you, and that is the case because you're about to meet someone new, and that someone new is going to bring all these new beautiful feelings up for you that you haven't felt in a long time, and that's going to scare the past person. So they're going to try to come back in and get you back, but it's ultimately, it's up to you. You have free will. If you want to give this person another chance, that's fine. Otherwise, they're trying to grant you this new adventure with a new connection. I feel like this past person is going to be the someone trying to sabotage this. Okay. So let's get into this new connection then. What is this new connection, please? What is this energy? Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Again, I feel as though this is someone that you will feel immediately attracted to, and it will be reciprocated. It'll be a very strong connection instantly. And it could even be that you do hook up with this person the day you meet them, but this is someone that you feel you're drawn to one another, and that's why I say you're going to be probably a bit taken back by how many feelings are stirred up inside you, because it'll feel very intense. But the third party interference, again, for me, I feel like this old connection may come back in to try and interfere, but that you might feel conflicted because of the past connection and how quickly you met this new person after the other one ended, mixed in with this intense attraction you have towards this new person. All of that's going to maybe confuse you a bit, and you're going to need to figure it out. Addictions, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. So this new connection as well could be, this is more of not a warning to not go towards this person, but to be aware that these intense feelings, although they are real, to be careful of having expectations, especially if with this past connection you were in each other's pockets all the time. But this new connection may not require that, probably doesn't require that. So your expectations of how much contact you should have with this person might be skewed because of your experience in the past with this old connection. So to not get confused with having these intense feelings, thinking that you need to be in each other's pockets straight away, that's going to be the temptation here. That obsessive thought pattern of if they don't reply straight away, that it must mean they're not interested. But that could be something that you developed from your old connection, where if they didn't reply straight away, it meant that something dodgy was going on. Whereas this new person, it's like you need to relearn what is healthy and what's not healthy. Hand of Cards, take a chance. They're saying this is a connection worth taking a chance on. It might be something that you feel like you don't want to. You might hold your cards close to your chest, which is fine in the beginning, because you're just you're dipping your feet in the water. And especially because these feelings are going to be so intense, you're not going to understand how to maybe navigate it at first. So be careful and take it slow, but also take a chance on this person. Don't be scared to open up your heart to the potential of a new connection. Seduction. Love call. So I think when you meet this person, you're going to find that they reach out to you not long after. I'm seeing, so let's say, for example, you meet this person at a wedding and you exchange numbers, and then they will call you and say that they really felt something and they'd love to take you out on a date or something like that, but they're going to express that they are definitely interested. They are going to pursue you and show their interest in wanting to take you out. Thinking of you and letting you know. All right, addiction. Mirror. So I actually think for mirrors to confirm addiction, there could be actual addictions involved in this, but I actually think that the mirroring is going to be that you and this new person will actually have the same fears, as in you may have both just come out of something long term with someone and are both kind of conflicted over the intensity of attraction you have for each other, especially because you didn't predict this happening. They probably didn't predict meeting someone and feeling so intensely about them straight away. I think you will be mirroring that fear to each other. Probably both not. I think this person will reach out after meeting you wanting to take you out, but I think you'll both be mirroring the fear that you have internally about what this is and what it means, especially after coming out of long-term connections. And mirroring is all about reflecting your wounds. So whatever wounds that you've developed in your life and whatever wounds this new person's developed in their life because of relationships, those things will be mirrored to each other, but learning how to go within and recognize that so that you can express yourself properly. And that just takes practice. Hand of Cards, wedding rings. So maybe you are going to meet this person at a wedding. You've got 3 wedding cards now. The 4 of Wands, then you literally got the honeymoon, attending someone's wedding, and now wedding rings. I actually think this is potentially your forever person that you're about to meet. Whether it's at a wedding or not, I think it's going to be out and about at some kind of social event, but this is someone that you're going to have union with, someone you're going to marry. Watching, looking, stalking on the bottom, to me, I don't think that's the new person, although once you meet them and you exchange numbers and maybe social media and stuff, they might have a look at your social media. But I actually think this is the sneaky person, the past connection that could try to come in and interfere, especially if they can sense you've met someone new. And also on this person's side as well, their past person could be what looking into once you two have met and are spending some time together. It's not because I think straight away you two are going to post each other all over each other's social media, but it could even be, let's go back to it being a wedding, for instance. You might be in a picture together from the wedding that's posted on social media. That sets off alarm bells for each other's past connections, and they start to look in. And that is why you need to be careful of someone sneaky that might try to come in, because you've got someone in the middle, someone trying to sabotage this. So that could be someone on either side. But this is definitely a connection worth pursuing. Okay, I just want to get a timing card for this, because I'm just curious to see if December or festive season comes out later than you think. But I think that this is something developing, because don't forget as well that you are closing out an old connection right now. When you release resistance. So I think that that's just going to be your fears of, what is this intense connection I've just experienced with this new person. Your instincts might want you to resist it because it might feel like too much, very intense feelings very quickly. Okay, so we've got May. So later than you think. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So 7 months away. So that's all right. This is something that maybe how I said maybe over the next month you are really closing out this cycle, but it might be something that's maybe over the next few months. I was really feeling the festive season though, but it could be that you meet this person around the festive season, but this is something that slowly develops over the next several months, and May is significant for this actually to really take off. Especially because you've got reflecting each other's wounds. So this might be something where you're both a bit gun shy towards each other, not because the feelings aren't there, but because you both have just come out of long-term connections. And 444, you need to balance and recalibrate and settle back into life without that old connection anymore. And it could also be because of outside interferences as well. Okay. Number 10, closing out a cycle. I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. So this is you feeling controlled by your old connection, probably this new person you haven't met yet being controlled by their past connection, and trying to break free from that. That is the current energy that you're both in, I believe. This is something that's probably going to, what I was saying, take a few months to really set yourself free from. And then you've got 6, I miss you, let's both stop running away. I'm actually seeing that as, because you haven't met this person yet, so I believe that it's more like your souls calling out to each other. But also when you two initially connect, I don't think it's going to immediately jump into a relationship, and it could be something where you kind of go in and out of each other's lives for over the next few months, before you really make a commitment to one another. So 10 and 6. 10 again, so you might be seeing 10-10 a lot. It amazes me when we say the same thing at the same time or finish each other's sentences. I think that's going to be that intense magnetism, that connection where you two, it's almost going to be like you have this conversation when you meet, and it's like you're always like, you'll say something, they'll be like, oh my God, that happened to me too. Like you just have so many things that you connect on that it's going to shock you. And you're going to like all the same things, or there's just going to be so much that in this, when you meet this person, you're just going to be like, oh my God, me too. And same for them. And it's just going to be crazy. You're just going to be like, this is wild. Like, how do we have so much in common? Number 4, messages about trust. I've been so grounded all my life, it's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. That's the magnetic pull to one another. 10th of April and 4th of October. But I think as well, again, I think the connection and the strong pull towards one another when you first meet is just going to be, even if both of you are not normally very, or wouldn't consider yourself to be spiritual or in touch with your guides or anything like that, it's almost like there are too many coincidences, too many things in common that we've just met accidentally. Like it's just going to really stand out to you. Number 1, timing and intentions. We need to wait for divine timing. Time is healing our wounds, your past connection, and creating the perfect conditions for our reunion. So this is a spiritual bond that was always meant to come into your life. And I'm also hearing that movie Sliding Doors. It might even be situations where you two have always just missed each other in situations, or you used to hang out in the same places, or you have a lot of similar connections, as in like, oh, I know that person, and you've always just missed meeting each other. It's something that's really like, the connection's just going to be crazy. I really just think your mind's going to be blown. The 6th of January and the 1st of June. Number 7, group 7. 10th of July and the 7th of October. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving, and even when it seems that I'm not. Again, this isn't something that I think the connection's going to be intense straight away, but as far as actually getting together, I don't think that's going to be instant. I think that it's going to be something that you're both very shocked by, and you did get May, and that's several months away. Group 7 and 7 months away. The synchronicities are crazy, guys. But this is something that needs to move slowly because you both need to kind of dip your toes in the water again. All right, so I just want to get this Spill the Tea deck. We'll get some oracle on what's next, and then we'll just close it out with a divine door. All right, what else does this collective need to know about this reading, please? Group 7 collective reading, please. Gossip spread, rumors are spreading quickly, and this is if someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. I think that's why you'll need to move. They're going to be kind of guiding you to move slowly with this. Again, not because the connection's not real, but because there's going to be a lot of people in your ear, in this new person's ear, in your old connection's ear, just interferences that need to be cleared out the way before. Because if you jump into this too soon and all these opinions interfere, it will break it up. So it's like you have to go slowly with it so that these kind of people in your ear are cleared out the way. And it could also be as well that if you connect with this person quickly, not long after you've separated from an old connection, that people start talking about whether just making up stuff about infidelity and all that kind of thing. Like, did you leave the old connection because you'd already met this new person, that kind of stuff. But boundaries respected, and this is what I mean. Outside influences affecting this new connection, setting boundaries with those people. Essentially saying, this is my life, like, you can have your opinions, but in the end, I make decisions for myself. This is my happiness. Setting strict boundaries for yourself to not allow people to interfere with what's going to make you happy. But I think as well, you're going to find that, especially if boundaries was a thing that wasn't respected in your past connection, you're going to find that this new person is going to be completely different from that old connection, and your boundaries will be respected with this person. That in itself is going to shock you because you're so used to someone not respecting your boundaries. One more. Silent understanding. So I think that's another thing. The connection with this person is going to be so otherworldly. It's something where you kind of get each other even without using words. Unspoken understanding creates a deep connection. And that's even like how when you go to say the same thing at the same time, or even in silence around this person, you're going to feel like you just know what's on each other's mind, and you're going to feel at peace in each other's company, and you don't need to speak to fill the space. Yeah, love triangle. So I think whether it's your past person or this new person's past connection, there is going to be some kind of interference, someone in the middle trying to sabotage this. And that is why I think it's going to take several months for this to really, to clear out these other outside influences and the gossip surrounding it, to have a clean slate with this new person. So if it's not your past connection, it'll be this new person's past connection that tries to interfere here. Okay. Can we get some more information on what this connection is, please? Avoidant, root chakra, new love. So I feel as though initially, I actually feel that both of you will be avoidant at the beginning. Kind of like when you first meet and you have all this intense chemistry and are shocked by it, it's going to make you question what you believe to be real love. And over this next several months, you're really being called to look at your wounding again, because you two will mirror each other. So what you need to feel safe and stable, and what makes you feel like at peace and at home within yourself. That is finding that strength and clearing the blocks in your root chakra, both of you. I actually feel like this will be both of you reevaluating what you need to feel safe and stable and at home. And I think you're actually going to feel at home with each other, but for whatever reason, it's going to set off alarm bells for you because it's something you're not used to, and same for them. And it's kind of like you're learning and understanding this new connection together with each other. But this is, like I said in the very beginning, this is something that's going to create butterflies again, something that makes you feel excited about love again, and making you realize that you are desired, you are wanted, and you can feel that passion towards someone else. It could have been something that has been dormant in you for a long time because you've just been going through the motions with this past person. It's really going to open up your world again and create excitement in your life. Divine Feminine. I actually think it's going to bring out your feminine side. If I'm speaking to the feminines of group 7 or the masculines of group 7, either way, this is going to really bring out that compassionate, nurturing side that maybe, again, that could have been a big part of you that you had suppressed for a long time because you had to act a certain way or close off a certain side of yourself in this other relationship. Those attributes that are actually true to your core will come out in you. It's something that you've been avoiding for a long time because it didn't align with the old person, but it's something that can come out in you again when you align with this new person because they're meant for you. And I think you'll find that this person as well will be really receptive to all those attributes that you have that you had to hide before. Root chakra. Green light. So I think you're actually, through developing these parts of yourself that had been hidden for a long time, and with this person as well, you're actually, I think, ultimately going to make the decision that this is something worth going for. That this is like, it's kind of like initially I think you're going to worry that am I being love bombed or am I not seeing the red flags, but ultimately you're both going to see that this is actually, you are right for each other, and that's why it feels so comfortable. So it's almost like initially you're going to reject that feeling of comfort because you're going to feel like it's too good to be true, but then once you work on that wounding, you're going to realize this is a big fat green flag, not a red flag. And you're both going to go for it. New love. Protection. So this is those outside influences, evil eye, psychic attacks, people looking in and gossiping or trying to get in your ear about this not really being what your intuition is telling you it is, and just trying to get you to not trust your gut feeling about this person, and they will have the same as well. And that could create you both to avoid one another for a time. But that is why over the next several months, I really feel like there's going to be things that come up to challenge this, but you ultimately will both persevere. And I think as well, with you having guardian angel or lost loved one watches over you, I feel like this is divinely protected as well. So ultimately, the obstacles will be removed and you are protected from this evil eye, these psychic attacks. You've got full moon on the bottom, so that's illuminating. Things are going to be illuminated here, and you are going to release this past person. I don't know when the next full moon is. I know last night was a new moon, but I don't know when the next full moon is, but that's significant here. All right, messages. And then we'll get a divine door. close this out. Okay. Messages for group 7, please. I just heard as well that perhaps the wedding is in May. So between now, over the next several months, you'll be closing out this old connection. And then in May of next year, if you have a wedding you're going to, that could be when you meet this new person, this Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, gossip and outside opinions. Someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. Yes, I was cheating. I actually think this is the outside influence. Not as in they're going to cheat on you, meaning that people's opinions and gossip is going to affect this for a time. So when you meet this person, friends, family on both sides, especially if they have love for the old connection, like they think that that person was your person and they have their opinions on who you should be with and all that kind of stuff. I think as well, perhaps you both have experienced being cheated on too, which is going to have created wounding within that causes you two to be scared that this new connection is going to be, unfaithful. But I love your swag. You are the whole package. And it could even be you finding out that this past connection was unfaithful to you is what initiates this eventual disconnect and you closing out that old chapter for good. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. I actually believe that because of the gossip, because of the person in the middle trying to sabotage this person might initially put you at arm's length. Again, not because the passion's not there, not because the connection's not there, but either you or them will be affected by this person trying to sabotage this. So I think initially you're perhaps this is going to feel like something that's not going to take off because of outside opinions, but this person eventually is going to stop listening to that and make their declaration towards you. I think this person's very conscious about not wanting to hurt you. I want a second chance. Not being with you is killing me. So again, because this is future tense, I think that initially this person's going to show so much interest and want to take you out, and then they're going to pull their energy right back because of outside influences. So then they might be worried that when they do come back around, that you're not going to give them a second chance to actually pursue you. So I really feel like this is something where it's going to be very intense straight away. They're going to take you out. It's going to be this undeniable bond. And then because of outside opinions, they're going to pull right back and kind of, I don't think ghost you, but just really it's not going to develop into a relationship straight away. It's going to take several months for them to really come back around and then really pursue you properly and stop listening to those outside opinions. I'm on a spiritual journey, you've awakened me, and that's the thing. The connection is going to be so intense and you're both not going to fully understand it, but it was meant to happen. And that is why there are certain lessons that need to be learnt here. And I just heard with that, yes, I was cheating, this new person you meet, it might not be that you two are official yet, but you're definitely dating, and then they slip up by going back to their ex briefly, even if it's just a one-night stand, a fling. And it might not be, you might not have been official, but it will feel like cheating, or they will feel like they've massively messed up because they went back to something that was comfortable over what was a beautiful connection that they were developing with you. And then that will make them think, I hope they give me a second chance because I really want to be with them. Okay, but yeah, the connection's going to really cause this person to also wake up a part of them that has been dormant for a long time and really start understanding things on a higher level, not what they can just see with their two eyes, but what they can feel from the universe. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Okay. Closing message for group 7, please. What is the closing message for group 7? But overall, very positive. A stranger's grace. So this is someone you haven't met yet. Ego fears. So your ego will be the fear of rejection and heartbreak will, I think, be why it takes several months for this to really ground. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. So this is someone new that you are going to meet that is going to just blow your life wide open, but in a good way. It's just, I think over the next several months, it probably will feel a bit tumultuous before, and this is what reflecting each other's wounds is about. Understanding that it's coming from a broken place and then learning from it and then being the right partner for each other. So it's like this initial intense connection, then outside influences start to make you doubt one another, and then you push through those barriers, and then it becomes this beautiful relationship. So I actually think that this is a really positive thing. What's 7 months in the scheme of your entire life anyway? So yeah, that was group 7. Hope you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your day.